Unfortunately, people have not realised that selling and managing are two different things.
Welcome back, Sue.
Thank you, John.
I'm delighted to have you again, and I really love that last subject. Was on training and how we get a learning process happening in an organisation. It really struck me that we often talk all about how we're going to invest in developing our sales force, but sometimes we forget about the sales managers and sales directors in our organisation. I know you, this is close to your heart.
Yes.
Tell me what you think we should be doing. What should we be focusing on relative to the sales management, and why?
Okay, well, in the business world and at management level, the profession as a manager that is either not trained at all or trained the least is sales management. Yet it is one of the most critical roles in us actually achieving our revenue and growth objectives.
And often those people are chosen as the best salespeople and promoted into sales management. We just expect them to be good sales managers.
Yes. And unfortunately, people have not realised that selling and managing are two different things.
Absolutely.
And so a lot of those sales superstars that become sales managers end up hating their role as sales manager and often just go out there saying, "Well, just be like me and it'll be right." And it doesn't work. And of course, it causes lots of problems. So we're better off actually understanding what is good sales management. And there are a number of core capabilities in there that we need to be able to understand. They've got to be able to do sales strategy, which, as we talked about earlier, is very poorly executed. They've also got to be able to understand sales financials. They've got to be able to look at how they recruit and select salespeople and induct them, coach them, and then performance manage them.
Yes.
They also have to do account mapping and planning and those sorts of things. And so when you think about that job set, there's a lot of areas in there that they may not have experienced if they're in a sales role.
Right.
I've had some good successes with people who've never been a salesperson per se in the traditional sense.
And become a sales manager.
Become a sales manager and been brilliant.
There you go.
And so I do think we have to get over that, you must have sales experience to be a great sales manager. Now, because there are people that can make it work.
But there are a lot of good salespeople that can become great sales managers too.
Exactly, that's right. So we can do that, but we have to understand that it's not always the sales superstar that's going to be that. The other thing too to understand is that if you had a limited budget and you had to invest it in either your sales managers or your salespeople,
interesting question.
I would say invest in your sales managers and do a proper job.
Is that right?
Absolutely, because there's been research shown, and I've had research over the years too, where I've actually had people, like I remember one group of managers, we didn't even touch the salespeople, we got them working better with their people, and they had a 43% lift in sales, just working with management. So there's a lot of structure around it, there's a lot of things that managers need to be able to do and get their head around, but let's start training them, let's start developing them, let's start coaching them to actually be these great leaders that they can and need to be for our businesses.
And I guess the end result of that will be a much more sustainable sales organisation.
Absolutely.
Driving improved productivity, improved sales.
Yes.
And I love that word, sustainable, on a sustainable basis, which
Absolutely.
is what it's all about.
Yep.